Oh, go ahead.
All right. Good evening, all. My name is Rodney Wilson. I'm a software developer with IBM by profession, and also I'm a proud member of this great mentorship program. My sponsor in the business is Appliance Sile Wilson, of course, up to Compton Ali Prasad, Sapphire is going mega emeralds in a big way. And so yeah, welcome to Pace, which is our product and system experience, right? So pretty much we're gonna give an overview of is this is more so an informal way of getting introduced to our mentorship program. So we're gonna go through some information. The first part of the Pace is gonna be product, which is gonna be a video. It's a video on a line called Artistry, which happens to be one of the top 10 premium skincare and cosmetic lines in the world, right? So you definitely want to take a lot of notes and pay close attention to this video because it's very informative and it's a very profitable line, the Artistry line. So let's get into the video.
Simple routine for beautiful skin. I want to talk to you about my simple routine for beautiful skin that's refreshed and hydrated. Some of you just use soap and water, so I'll explain the benefits of each step and why you really do need a good skincare system. I know what you're thinking. Who has time for a whole skincare system? And you're probably not worried about aging or wrinkles right now. But how can those actresses and models stay so gorgeous? They take the time and put in the effort every day because they know it's worth it in the long run. So here's how to start. It's not complicated. You need a cleanser to get rid of all oil and makeup on your skin. Look for one that's soap-free, one that doesn't make your skin feel tight. Not all soaps can do that. Then you need a toner to clean away any residue on your skin, including chemicals from your water. Think about that. A toner also starts the skin softening process. Now your skin is prepped, fresh, and ready for your treatment. I use a hydrating treatment because it's great for balancing my oily skin. Then I use an eye cream to minimize bags and dark circles. And finally, a moisturizer to protect my skin. This Artistry Hydra V Refreshing Gel controls oil so I'm not shiny by noon. I promise you, if you commit to this simple routine, morning and night, you will see and feel a difference in just 3 days. My switch to Hydra V is a treat, and I.
Go ahead, Rod.
So that was just a quick introduction to the Hydra V portion of the Artistry line. Like, of course, it's an awesome product. Um, but of course, this event is all, and what we want to know is, has anybody had any recent success, marketing this product to a customer, converting somebody to it? How did that experience go? Um, how did you get them on the product? Selling points and stuff like that. So anybody in attendance had an experience with the Artistry Hydra V product? Recent experience.
Yeah. Okay, come, talk. Come. Huh? You just gotta talk loud because the mic is here.
Well, I have been using the hydrating gel, and it's been working really well for me in hydrating my skin. And also, I had a beauty break, and I sold Youth Extend and the clay mask and a night cream is also. Like I sold the whole Youth Extend system. And when we did spa break and we put it on her face, it made a drastic difference. Her face was really dry before we put it on, and you could see the age lines and the under baggage and their eyes and everything. And then when she put it on, like under the machine, I mean, you saw a little white stuff from the towel, but everything else looked way better.
So how did you sell it? To give tips?
She just saw the whole products on her face before and after. She said, "Give me everything."
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't tell anything. She just said, "Give me everything." Even to the face clay mask that we use on her face, she just said, "Give me everything."
Awesome. And I just wanted to say with the new artistry virtual app, it is actually very simple to do in makeup or even skincare demo on someone without having to have all the products or some machine. Basically, what they do is, if you have looked at the app, the virtual app, it has all the information there. They take a picture of their face, and what it does is it shows them the imperfection and certain parts of their skin that needs to be corrected. They also ask them about 10 simple questions about their, their regime that they do on a daily basis and what areas are important to them. And so based on that, they give you a recommendation of products that you need to use. So if you haven't started using that app, it's a money-making app. You need to download it and start doing that. Even if you just do it for fun with your friends, say, hey, let me show you, what this can do. And then based on that, you'll see that you'll make the sales. Of course, they have the part for makeup as well, so, where you can actually use it before you buy it. You put, it shows you, or I should say, try it before you buy it. It shows you exactly what the color would look like on your skin. So that's awesome.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Rod. You're running this.
That's fine. Yeah. Anybody else for product artistry?
Yes.
No.
How is it?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
I think Virginia just said yes.
okay. You said
Yes.
Go ahead, Virginia.
Yes, guys. Artisty has been very awesome. For my daily use in the morning, for instance, I have a oily type of skin. So what I got to help me, control that oily skin during the day is there is a the signature color is what it is a powder that after you put the foundation you put it on so that it's just absorb all it makes your skin be very soft, and at the same time it make it not be too shiny, so it control the oil that come on your face. So very powerful things, and it's just very nice, and it doesn't make you break out like other product that is out there. So and the price is right also. So this is how it looks like for anybody, and it comes in a very beautiful package like this, and what it is, sometimes I even use those pockets to put like some change in it, the coins. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. It's like, you don't need to go and buy another little pocket for the ladies, so you can put your little stuff in there. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. So anyway, that's my take. I have I'm in love with this brand for sure.
Good job. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
awesome. It's stuff. Anybody artistry reviews, experiences? Okay, awesome. The product part of Pase, product experience part of Pase Thank you for those who contributed. We got a lot of tips from Crystal and Nadia, also Virginia. So thank you for that. So now we're gonna jump into our education portion of the day, which is getting educated on the process and how what you do on a day to how you progress in the process. So one of the first things that we do is we have an audio program called Streaming, and we're gonna have Crystal come up and talk exactly about her experiences with streaming, how it helped her through the process, and in developing in this mentorship program. So let's bring her up.
Hello, everyone. So the stream that I'm going to be talking about today is dropping the message, the Nat and Dennis panel. So the panel, I've heard it before, but hearing it again, definitely I got a different take on it this time than I did before. And pretty much what they were expressing is don't be weird. And don't just out of nowhere just start sharing your story in the middle of a conversation, which I kind of realized I did one time I was sharing a message inside of that grocery store, Savannah.
Oh, Savannah.
Savannah. So we went to their contact, and I just saw these two guys, and they looked like they were picking up some horseradish fruit. I know a lot about it, but I was like, oh, what's that? You know, I used what they said to ask questions, you know. So what's that? And they're like, I don't know. And they're reading it, and they're like, oh, this is horseradish fruit. I've never seen the root form before. They were talking about all the benefits of it. So, oh, that's cool. And then they started talking about their lifestyle and how they were being vegans and stuff like that. And we were in a whole place for vegan, organic, healthy lifestyle, which is something that I'm interested in, healthy lifestyle. So I just started talking about different health things, and then out of nowhere, he just started talking about him being a barber, and he really likes being a barber. And I was a celebrity and everything. So then I thought, that's a perfect time for me to share my story. So I was just like, hey, so, me and my husband, we met a couple. And in the middle of me telling my sharing story, my son runs over, and then he changed the subject, and he doesn't want to hear what I have to say anymore. And he's like, well, it was nice meeting you. And I'm just like, so that's where I don't be weird. So I realized don't be weird, and then I had an opportunity to have another conversation right after that. I saw a lady in the aisle, and she just had a baby. Awesome conversation. How someone who just had a baby, had a baby. So I just had a natural conversation with her about having a new baby. Then found out she just moved from China. She and her husband moved from China, and they're looking. She's staying at home right now, but she's looking to go back into the workforce, and she wants to find something like in China where she was. She said the mindset was not just making money, but creating a business. And I was like, oh yeah, me and my husband are doing the same thing right now. Like I naturally segued into the couple that I met, and she's like, wow, that sounds exciting. And then she asked me if we could exchange numbers. So we exchanged numbers, and I was like, oh man, I see the difference of not being weird. And to just have a conversation naturally, just drop in. Yeah, let's go. So that's what I gathered from the message.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that experience, Crystal. Really, really enjoyed the streaming portion. So education going about how we also have another program within the mentorship program called the Book of the Month. And we're going to his experience with the Book of the Month and how it helped him throughout the process. So let's welcome him up.
I like this. Awesome. This is amazing. That was so fun. So, my name is Brandon Nolan. I get the pleasure of sharing the Book of the Month. Unfortunately, I don't know what the Book of the Month is. What book you reading?
I still don't know the book of the month is. It's whatever book I'm reading. Okay, the book I'm reading is The Business of 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. And I was interested in the 18th chapter. It was the title of the chapter was Choose Wisely. What I gathered from the chapter, you should make an informed, well-educated choice of what network marketing company you operate from. Since we chose this company already, I'm looking at this information through a different lens. I'm looking at my read with the purpose of choosing wisely what I want to convey to the hundreds of thousands of people I share my message with. There are different approaches to creating buzz around your business. One would be telling the story of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month through their business. I don't recommend looking into network marketing business primarily for the money. Two would be sharing the fact that we have the most premium quality products that have changed people's lives. Like I know for a fact it's changed Kyle's life. Sharing that week in and week out. Yet the products are not the most important benefit. Let me repeat, when choosing your company to work with, the product is not the most important consideration. Remember, you're not taking a job as a salesperson. You're not going into business for yourself. And the business you are in is network building. The jewels that should be conveyed about our business is that it helps you learn how to become a master network builder. Network marketing gives you overall business education and personal development. I've enjoyed my experiences thus far because our company supports business education and personal development, and we have wonderful models in our outline. My outline is Kenneth, and he's very dedicated and putting a lot of time in helping us learn our business and develop us as people. He stays on us all the time, so I really appreciate that.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. So Brandon, I love how he mentioned the personal development aspect of it, because I'm a test that's personally developed through this program, and it's doing big things in career-wise and in business-wise because of that development. So yeah, chapter, I just read that over last week, and it amazes me every time, and to know that the product is not the most important part, it's all about build. So with that, we're going to transition into how to build a network with the huddle. So this huddle is actually going to be, well, first of all, what is a huddle? So those that had recent experiences within the process, we would love to hear your feedback on how in the field, and today's huddle is going to be about meet and greet 1 and meet and greet 2, which is pretty much you already dropped your message or you shared your story with somebody. Now you're actually sitting with them and you're qualifying them for your time and also your mentor. So meet and greet 1 is the first contact with the person or the couple, and you're pretty much just getting into it with them, having a conversation, maybe over a cup of coffee, and then you're more so trying to see if they qualify the mentorship program and if they would be a good fit. Another thing is if they have the proper mindset, and even if they don't have the proper skill set yet, if they have the mindset to develop the skill set. So with that being said, I'm not going to teach the whole MG1 and MG2 process. I really want to hear from those that are out in the field, that has had experiences with MG1s and MG2s in the past 2 weeks. Could you please share those experiences with the team? We would love to hear it.
Not all at once. All right, so I will just go first then. Usually when I go first, everybody come and talk afterwards.
All right.
All right. So My personal goal is what our double diamond has told us, and that is to have 5 MGs a week. You know, and so what I've never ever had an MG meet and greet 1 or MG 2 that was the same. The last one I had was actually an online one. Somebody from Maryland, but they were in New York City, you know, and so and it was voice only, you know. I would suggest that you make it video because MG1 is about connectivity, but still we were able to connect. I made sure that he was doing most of the talking, you know, and so he told me where he was from. He's Nigerian, Adeyinka, you know, and so it went very well. And at the end, he asked me, "Is this one of those multi-level marketing thingies where you got to recruit a bunch of people and sell a lot of stuff?" I said, "Absolutely not. This is a mentorship program, you know." And I told him sales have to occur. If you don't have sales of goods or services, you don't have a business. You know, but I told him we're not in the sales department, you know, and I told him, look, it's a 7-step process. You could see that we're not rushing you. It takes 2 to 5 weeks. You know, at any time when you're reading the book or in any step in the process you don't like it, walk away. It's not like he has to return the book. It's a PDF version because he is this. Email me back my PDF. So yeah, so that's the latest.
You're finished.
Who next? Who next?
All right. Next experience with MG1, MG2.
Go. What's up? Tallahassee.
Yeah, go ahead, Roderick.
All right.
Yeah, anybody can jump on. Go ahead, Roderick.
All right, how y'all doing? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I actually had 2 different MG1s this past week. 2 of them were Nigerians. Really great guys. They're in the same class as me. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me go for it. Don't drop a message on them. And crazy thing is, Patricia, who was already in the business, she actually knows them. So when I met that connection, they always know I did business. Every time they say, hey, what are you doing? Why I always dress up in class and, you know, how like, what do I do and stuff? I say, hey, I'm a businessman, you know. So I just brush it up. I say, I'm a businessman. I didn't even drop my story there. I just say I do business. But through all of that, and when they see my credibility, and they realize that Patricia was in business with me, they say, man, shoot, like, dude, what you doing? I want to work with you. You know, they just jump straight in onto it. So I was like, you know what? Let's book a meeting and let's talk. And during the MG1, of course, what I realized in the MG1 is both of them, they were all like business-minded, focused. But I asked them, what do they, you know, pretty much, how do they want to live on lifestyle-wise? Their lifestyle turned all the way around to pretty much work and say, hey, I want a business. I want to be able to, you know, I want to pretty much work for myself. You know, I want to have so much money to invest. And when I say, okay, when you get that money, what you want to do with the investment of the money? I want to reinvest it into my business. It was all just money, back in the cycle again, just focus. And it was so funny, you know. I was glad I had the opportunity that I was able to open their minds to realize that, hey, it's not. Of course, yeah, you want a good life. You want a business for yourself and you want to work, because they're so heavy on pretty much. What would I even say? They're so focused on just being hard workers. You know, they have a strong work ethic. You know, me working with them too, I know they have a strong work ethic because I work along with them in my class. And they don't see themselves doing anything else but just working. So I was like, okay, one of them pretty much is like a soccer player. So he's like, hey, I want to be able to do, you know, soccer full time when I want to as well, and things like that. So I was like, okay, so pretty much they wanted the time, you know, and also pretty much just to be happy on the inside. So when I really understood their mindset, even though I dig deep, MG1 probably went for about 40 minutes. It's supposed to be 30, but I know, and we had a really good conversation. That's why we really connected. But at the end of it there, they were really hungry at the end, hungry, humble, appreciative, and of course, going through the questions and everything, they got the understanding of the mindset, you know, based on the questions, of course, Sanjeev told us to ask them. You know, of course, hey, are you process focused or outcome focused? And at their current state, their thought of the way they were thinking, it was process focused. But when I really dig deep and let them understand the mindset between process focused and outcome focused, they really it opened their mind and it pretty much blew their mind in the sense it's like, wow, they never really thought like that. And it actually aligned with what they're currently doing to and what they want in life. So the MG1 went really good. They're gonna finish up in like 3 days, and they just pretty much go get us and they want to knock it out. So it was really good, and looking forward to the MG2, seeing how that goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Almost star.
Now I just want to go up.
Awesome. Anybody else jump in the huddle as far as Jarvis? Jarvis, you look exactly like Roger. Sorry.
All right, so
in Roderick and Bailey. Yeah.
Go ahead.
all right, I sat in on an MG1. It was my candidate, but I'm still being helped by my great mentor here, Roderick. It was Roderick and Denoya McPhee. It was like really, really cool seeing Roderick make that connection. It was their first time meeting, and it was just cool, like having and there were some questions that she didn't really understand, or Roderick would ask a question, but she wouldn't really get the idea of the question. So it was nice seeing Roderick really understanding the concept of the questions behind and the ideas behind the questions, and having her really get to understand the purpose of the questions and the purpose of the process. Yeah, now she kind of understands, like, hey, I'm in this situation. I'm starting out now, but I know I'm going to have to put in the work. She understands the value of hard work now. Well, she already understood that, but now she knows the value of the business, and it's going to be interesting working with her.
All right.
Okay. And
any other MG1, MG2 experiences?
That's it for Tallahassee.
yes.
That's it for me.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, thanks, Roderick. On to
Virginia, you had something?
Yes, I just wanted to say that I have one MG1 and one MG2 this week, and I'm going just to focus on the MG2. And is one of my personal. He's actually from Nigeria as well, and he came here to pursue his graduate studies, and very, very, very in tune to the mentorship program. So the mindset was him going to school, doing well, get a job, and then go back and invest. So during the MG1, I opened his mind and talk about the timeline for success. So sometimes you might be very talented, but if you plant a seed and you don't put the right fertilizer or water, what do you think that will happen? So you end up missing that path of success that you really wanted. So, and I share with them that our mentors at this point were able to focus and was able to kind of find that path, that where you can find the right seed and actually work your way so that you can be financially free. Not not be living comfortably only, but buy your time, and then and have that, create that wealth that you actually everybody is looking for. So I asked all those questions that Sanjeev ask us focus on, and which is are you open to mentorship? He's really, really eager. And when I share the story of Kanta and Nadia, he was blown away. I share with him how they were able to open my mind to this new horizon of thinking, and that is going to help me not only create a legacy but also make sure that I'm well off, not for me but for everybody that I'll come across to, so that I can open those doors to them. So the MG1 went very well. I didn't see any red flag, like I see. And like Nadia said the past few weeks, sometimes when you want to see red flags, you see red flags. But it's just like the skill set. He was very on time also, and the one of the things that I realized, I don't know if it's most of the foreign people who come here, they are really, really, really hard worker. What all that they need is a chance and an opportunity. And he's very open to that. And one of the things that he's very, I share with him as well, that, he might be able to come to the open meeting, the information session Tuesday. He's so eager to find more, to understand more, because he said, I never thought in my life that there is something else like that. And he said, I need your mentor to help me, because, I'm really, my mindset right now is in the active side. So it went very, very well, that MG2. So let's just say the only thing that I have to kind of motion when we go through the process, and that personal development, he's really, really into the personal development. So basically, I feel very comfortable, and for him, he was very thankful at the end of the thing. So I believe that everybody can do it, and he's coming back on Tuesday for the BP1. So that's pretty much for me.
Fire woman.
Good stuff. All about Masawa, making them aware of what's available, right? So, anybody else have experience, MG1, MG2 experience? Anybody else?
Anybody else?
No twice. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, thank you everybody for sharing your experiences. The huddle was great. We learned a lot of information about the MG1 and MG2, and the next and some more on other parts of the process. So what we want to do next for this portion of Pase is actually bring up anybody that's a first timer or newcomer to Pase. Just introduce yourself, your name, who introduced you to the mentorship program, and what you're excited about. Can you hear me? So
sorry, Lord, we were having an offline discussion in terms of what's coming next.
Oh, okay, I got you.
All right, Camton and Nadia coming up. And you could tell them to lead us to stay.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, I forgot. Hold on. I was supposed to do the FED video. Hold on. Somebody's slacking up. Somebody's slacking up. Hold on. I won't say who.
So you know that we have, I think, less than 2 weeks.
Go ahead.
Little less than 2 weeks for FED. So I know that most people have already got their ticket, but if you didn't, it's $180 at this point. So go ahead and get your ticket and make sure that your upline knows in terms of accommodation, how you're getting there and all that. But it's going to be an incredible weekend because we have a new diamond right here from Atlanta, Vivek and Shanti. So that's going to be exciting. A lot of Atlantans are going to be in the house. A lot of people there from here, right here in Atlanta. But more so, it's going to be people from everywhere. And FED is always our favorite function because that's where you really get to dream. You get to dream of what you're building for, where you're going. And for all of us, ultimately, we want to get diamond done. And so it just reinforces what you're doing or why you're doing what you're doing. And just it's going to be an incredible weekend. So I'm excited. We get to see our uplines there. And so if you don't have your room, if you don't have your ticket, I guess you're not going. But, make sure that you do that. And here's my awesome husband.
Hey everybody, welcome. I would like to introduce, we have a new idea over here come up and sell. This month, just relocated from West Palm Beach up to Laconia, Georgia. And yeah, excited for FED.
Woot.
Okay, so I just want to, who was on the conference call with Kamal last yesterday? Anybody on? Okay, so guys, then Kenneth was driving back, and you can't do that, Kenneth. So I just want to share a couple of things that they were talking about there that is very useful for the team. And basically, they were looking at the group that was happening in Nick and Stephanie's group, also in India, pretty much people that have numbers, And so one of the things Kenneth is going to be doing this evening at 10 p.m., Kenneth, you have a zero budget, right? That's one of the things that they were stressing highly about that is helping to create that 150 PV block, because they were speaking about a lot of people that don't have too high jobs.
Mute.
And basically was saying, Kumar asked the question, what kind of income do they have? And he said, like most people, they have $2,000 a month, But the thing is that they're young and they still live at home. So they don't have the expenses as individuals like ourselves who have mortgages and car payments and all the other things that come with it, so that they can afford to do the thing. But the thing is about them, what happened, I never knew about it, is they have something called YOLO. Anybody know what YOLO is? What is that? See that?
Yeah, you only live once.
Okay, so I guess I thought it was a movie. Basically, that's mean you only live once. So these young people, what they're doing, they're just buying extravagant products like sneakers and nice clothing and all of that. So basically, that's their mindset. But once Nick and Stephanie sit down with them and go through the zero budget thing that our parents put together, they immediately find the money on how to do the points. And in addition to that, if they don't have enough money to do the points, what some of them do, like, for example, Nick said he got a 19-year-old new IBO who is a pizza delivery boy. Now they don't make any kind of money. So what he does is sit down with them and show them or ask them, hey, are you willing to do something else? And then they say yes, basically either look for a second job or do you work, right? And so that's what a lot of people are doing. They're stepping out and doing other things in order to get the money to build a business. And this is something that we used to do years ago that they mentioned again. And Kumar spoke about that too, that you're not actually, you're not buying products in the business, you're actually purchasing points, right? And the product comes with the points. So you're doing 150 points with a variety of products comes with that point. So if you have that mindset, it's not like, oh, I'm buying products, the products are expensive or whatever it is, I'm doing 150 PV block business, you know? So that was one of the things we spoke about. In addition to that, one of the things that in India, they're having great growth with the process also. But one person, well, quite a few people say that people that travel like a half a day from one village or one rural area to go to a meeting and back. And sometimes we got people really locally an hour and a half, 2 hours don't want to go to meeting. You know? But that's how that desire is for these people to want to make extra money. And so the point we were talking about a book or the self-growth mentorship program that we have. You know, like some of these people living out in the rural area, not going to read books and all that stuff. That's what Kumar says. So what are you going to do? You know, because the man is not reading a book, you're going to see that you can't get into my business. He says, listen, you're building your business, it's flexible, go ahead and get started. You know, eventually they'll get onto the books, right? And so this is like he was talking about the flexibility of business. Because a lot of us can lose people by saying, okay, you know, if you don't read the book, you can't go to the next step, right?
And also, I think in Nick and Stephanie's case, when they got started, he didn't have, I think he was working at a Walgreens or something, no kind of money, you know, and had their upline looked at them and say, oh, I'm sorry, you know, you don't qualify, they would have missed out on the diamond. So understand that it is about nurturing people, it's about helping them to see. I know Angela always says people don't know what they want until they know what they can have, right? And so that's what you have to show them what is available and what they can have through this business opportunity.
Absolutely, that's what it was all about, you know. And so people all over, and one guy from India said, he said, listen, the process is working all over the world. You just got to make it work for you, you know. So no one should come back and say that they cannot do their points if they're not seriously following the process, or they're not looking for ways and means in order to really can find the income in order to build their asset-based business. You know, everyone is doing it. People with $2,000 a month, people not much money, and some people with a whole lot of income. It's just what that desire is, you know. And so
I think it's just a matter of priority. You know, Sanjeev was talking about, you know, he says, look, for Shauna and I, you know, we get our mortgage out of the way, our bills, and then our products, and then everything else goes after that. You know, because that's the order of importance. Because see, here's the thing: every money you spend into your business it's you're actually developing your assets. And if you understand that you're developing your assets as opposed to just spending your money at a restaurant, or you're just giving your money away basically, and it doesn't give you anything back. So understand that everything that you're investing into your business in terms of your products, your education, and all that, it will pay you back. And you have to understand that mindset as you're talking to the new people who are coming on board. People don't understand, well, I can buy these products anywhere else. I can go there. Yeah, you can, but are you going to be able to create a lifestyle? Are you going to be able to have the things that you really want? Or are you just looking for savings? And so it is important to, you know, let people understand the reason why they're doing this. And, you know, because if they knew how to create wealth, or they knew how to create an asset outside of what they're doing, they would have already done it. You know, obviously they don't, and they need the help. So, and that's why we're here. So,
right. So at 10 p.m. tonight, Kenneth is going to be doing the zero budget, the sheet that Shana, our diamond, had put together. He's going to go over it in detail. He said you need about half an hour. Before the process, we were just getting people started in the business, not doing the budgeting and finding the money in order for them to build a business. And sometimes they continue living their life, doing what they used to do, and then trying to get money to build a business. That's why a lot of people, it was like a rotating door business. Now with the budgeting, so Kenneth is not just for his team also, he's not just going to go through the sheet with us. At a later date, he's going to schedule individuals to sit down with them and do their budgeting. Okay?
Oh, we've done that already.
Everybody.
Hmm?
Everybody.
Oh, we've done it here with the Atlanta people and with Virginia and Patricia.
Right. Everybody has a job.
And I think the reason is more for the budgeting thing is not so that, for us to, know what's happening in your life and all that stuff, but it's more or less to show you where you can create that money from. And sometimes we have a lot of leaks, we have a lot of holes that we don't know money's funneling through. And so what the plan is going to do is just basically showing you a way where you can redirect the money.
Okay, so just want to clarify this. Kenneth eventually is going to get with all the people on his team. He's done it with most of them. In fact, everybody here in Atlanta, you did that already. Right?
No, there are a few people. You've done it with a lot of them.
Yeah, all right. Eventually, I want to do it for everybody.
Okay.
So that so not only are you gonna do it for them, we're gonna teach them how to do it also.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. So that's it for now. What
the Google Hangout thing? I'll do it tonight at 10.
Okay, great. All right. So everything we can do tonight at 10. Wonderful. So that's it. Back to the host. All right.
You just from the best. So that concludes our Pase, which is our process and system experience. We had an awesome. So look forward to our next experience with Pase. So with that being done, we're all good to go, and that's the end of Pase.
Okay. Get into the phone, team.
Get